Flesh Shaper is a 6 mana 3/8 minion with taunt, and a battle cry that says if you have 5 or more armor, summon a copy of this. So on its own, it's not very impressive, but there are a couple things we can do to make this card really strong. Warrior has a spell called Last Stand that draws a taunt minion from your deck and doubles its stats. That would make the Flesh Shaper a 6/16 that summons a copy of itself. And we can also double its stats with Lor'themar. So if we manage to stack both of those effects, the Flesh Shaper is going to be a 6 mana, 12/32 taunt that also summons another 12/32 taunt, which is just unbeatable for some decks. And for the decks that can beat such a large wall of taunts, we've got Trench Stalker, a giant minion that attacks up to 3 targets, including the opponent's hero. We can double that with Lor'themar, so it's going to have 16 power. And then we have Bran, either with Lor'themar to make it deal 32 damage, or with the Trench Stalker itself to make it attack twice for 16, which is also 32 damage.
Magni versus the Lich King.
Surely not another aggro deck, right? But I'll keep Shield Chatter just in case. On the off chance that this is Unholy Death Knight player number 10,000. Well, it's not a Renathal player, we know that much.
And close enough. Yeah, me have that for you.
Well, looking like Weapons Expert into Weapon. And hopefully I can pick up a Frozen Buckler. The classic, coin 2 1-drops into float mana on turn 2. But they did push 2 damage with that play. Probably not worth trading that off against Warrior. I know my opponent's probably never seen a Warrior in their life, but this class does have some pretty solid board clears. Oh, but maybe if they have another egg, it makes sense. I guess I kill this. Oh, Frozen Buckler. Anytime you'd like to add yourself to my hand, that would be great. I do draw up to 3 cards next turn to find a Frozen Buckler. But maybe even from the depths to find it, although I guess that's... yeah, that is better than just going hit with weapon and shield block. Probably from the depths here. Unless I just top deck the Frozen Buckler, in which case that would solve a lot of my problems. Get shattered. I bet you'd love to have a 3/3 in play now, wouldn't you? Although, I could have just whacked the egg, so... maybe my opponent knew what they were doing with their eggs the whole time.
What is it?
Sure. Who doesn't love 2 3/8s? Oh, it's happening again next turn, except I don't actually have armor. Maybe my opponent plays armor vendor this turn.
The more you struggle, the better.
I guess my goal at this point in the game should be finding Brawl so I don't lose to Merogar. Although, if I find Lor'themar, then my Flesh Shapers are really, really big, and I probably wouldn't lose to Marogar. Well, I would like that peasant to die. I've always hated the underclass. Let's do it like this. Hey, there's my brawl. Okay, how do I distribute the damage from the Swarm Guard and the peasant? Probably doesn't really matter. I don't know, I just don't care. It probably doesn't matter, and I don't care.
They need our care, now more than ever.
Who here can spell Zinjari? Anybody?
There's my Lor'themar Theron. I very, very much would love to Bran with it, but it's probably responsible to just play it here and then play a big-ass Flesh Shaper next turn.
Maybe. No. For a master tactician, this is nothing. It's hammer time.
This gives me 4 armor. So if I do this, and then this, and then this... Maybe I trade this off to make it more likely... Oh wait, this thing only costs 3 mana? God damn. How did that happen? Wait, so I can just shield block Bran Flesh Shaper next turn. Dude, I don't need to care about anything. Actually, maybe I just don't want this... No, I do want the armor. It's so hard. Whatever, I'm overdrawing here. It doesn't matter. My opponent can't win the game. Okay. I mean, I think I just play big-ass Flesh Shaper here. No, I probably Brawl, don't I? Isn't it just so responsible to Brawl when my opponent has 6 minions in play? Okay. This thing has 32 health. So with Bran, I get to play 96 health worth of taunts. No one has ever put a... What is it called? The Starfish. No one has ever put the Silent Starfish in an Unholy deck. They've just never done it. It's not a real play that someone would make. But what if they did do it? Brawl... This leaves behind the 1/1. Say a 9 lives. I mean, I could just idle like Grave Strength. It's so easy to die. Die, scumbag. I just don't believe I can lose the game from this position.
The more you struggle, the better.
Okay. Well, this just needs to go face and my opponent's dead. Oh wait, this can go face and then my opponent's dead. Got him.
Magni versus Urel.
The light heals all wounds.
Probably a terrible matchup. Certainly with this hand, it would be a terrible matchup. Okay, I've got some good stuff here.
The light dims, but we fight.
Reporting for duty.
This Righteous Protector is so good against Outrider's Axe. So is that. Probably Hook Fist next turn, and then they pop their bubble, and then I go Weapons Expert and freaking get them. I'll only take about 12 damage doing this, so it's a pretty good answer. Oh, that's a slow turn from the opponent. Not necessarily a bad turn, but a slow one. Oh, my favorite card. I think it makes sense to Shield Slam that while I have some armor. Makes this trade look a little bit yuckier for him. Oh, and I found Brawl. Excellent.
True strength comes from within.
Very happy to see that's not Seal of Blood number 2. Wow, what a bad turn from the opponent. Probably a bad attack from the opponent too, right? They get 4 damage in, but this gives me 4 armor. So they're just actually giving me a card for free. Give me all the beautiful cards. In hindsight, maybe I didn't need this many cards. But it is nice to get the armor, because now my Shield Shatter is very easy to use, and my Flesh Shaper is very likely to be active.
A red sun rises.
I wonder if I can somehow play a sneaky Bran this turn, and try to curve it into Lor'themar. Seems hard. But maybe.
Reporting for duty. My hand is full.
Do I have to Brawl here? It's so yucky. I can bump, Shatter.
Maybe.
I guess AGGRO, Shatter. That's a clear, right? AGGRO missed face. What an idiot. Countess should be coming down. I think I can play Lor'themar in response to Countess.
For a master tactician, this is not.
They go a little crazy here. I've got Brawl. I've also got Last Stand for the Flesh Shaper. It'd be nice if I could go Flesh Shaper Bran on turn 9, but that might be a bit slow. And I can maybe From the Depths into a Trench Stalker to go with Bran. So I probably just go Last Stand plus Flesh Shaper if possible. Which, I don't know if that'll happen. I'm not sure if they would trade here or not. Okay, they're definitely not trading here. Okay. Okay, well, this is what Brawl is for, right? I'm really not sure if Brawl is gonna cut it, but it's not like I have another play, right? Okay. Well, I'm never going to be able to Bran plus Flesh Shaper, but I can shield block to get the armor and then play my double 12/32 minion. I don't think I can really die here. Well, it's possible, but it's pretty hard to die here. And I think if I don't die here, then my opponent's going to have a really hard time dealing with these taunts. I don't think that's an equality deck. Oh, I guess they can have class action lawyers, huh? Hopefully only one, though. Or hopefully 0.
Easier to draw blood than staunch it.
Oh, those are too large. They don't get the buff from this. Well, double Trench Stalker is definitely not what I was hoping for, but I guess playing a Trench Stalker here is probably fine. Actually, I'd probably just play more taunts. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Another Warlock.
Arise, my faithless steed.
For Cosmodon!
Absolute trash hand. Although I probably should have thought more about the Buckler because I do need Shield Shatter against Zoo. Ooh, a fun little Lor'themar Theron. And I've got the last stand as well. So if my opponent just doesn't play cards for a while, that's really good. Doesn't look very zooey so far. Perhaps I was wrong. Well, that's a lot of Outriders Axe bait.
These books are ruined.
Need to find a Shield Shatter. The Hook Fist is pretty good. Wow, what a play. There's the Shield Shatter, but I don't even really feel like I need to play it here. Maybe I can get away with Shatter on 6, Theron on 7. Whoa. Alright. If I had 2 weapon charges, I would have killed something to draw a card here, but since I don't, I'll leave the weapon charge for Theron next turn, I guess. And then I can, from the depths, up a really cheap Trench Stalker, but looks like I have to play Brawl here, which is fine. Is it fine? I don't know, it's probably fine. Let's see what this can do for me. I think Forged in Flame is pretty good with this hand. Ideally, at this point, I just want to play Lor'themar Theron and then find Finley. Oh boy. Yeah, play Lor'themar Theron, then find Finley, which gives me double Trench Stalker, which I can just kill my opponent with.
A little fire to burn nobody.
Give me that other shield shatter, please. Alright, well maybe Finley works. The Trench Stalkers don't kill, but they kill minions.
So
Maybe I go Rakara plus Finley and just pray that I hit shield shatter. I would draw 7 cards, so over half my deck, kind of under half my deck accounting for the Trench Stalkers. If I don't gain that armor, I have to find Buckler as well, right? Well, not necessarily. I have a lot of mana to work with. Could be shield block, maybe.
I gotta move. I do say, I seem to have lost the surface.
Should have played this, whatever. I still have a Bran in my deck somewhere too, right? So that does quite a lot of damage with Trench Stalkers.
Allow me to touch you.
That seemed like a real play from a real opponent.
Stop yelling! Stop yelling! I'll get right on.
Alright, I guess I probably just... Oh, I for sure just double Trench Stalker here, right? They do gain some health from these Murloculas, unfortunately. But it looks like it was still lethal. Beautiful.
Magni versus Khadgar. Behold the magic of death for Cosmodon!
I don't think I keep Shield Shatter against Mage. I don't know what to keep against Mage because I haven't seen one in so long.
A smidge of this, a pinch of that.
Should just be Runed Orb, right? Okay, they took life sentence. I don't think I really care that much that they took life sentence. They're either gonna die to Trench Stalker or there's gonna be 2 Flesh Shapers. So I don't think it's that big of a deal.
Me tusks won't stop shattering.
Okay, this time it was surely Frozen Touch. That's just the only playable card. Whatever. Fuck you, 2/2.
Not for my fault.
What am I playing against? I actually have no clue. Is it just big spell mage with sorceress? Oh, it's just casino mage, right? Okay, fair. Whack. I'm drawing up to 10 next turn, so not sure how likely I am to hook this.
The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension. Armament upgrade complete. Armor type.
Probably just go weapons expert to finish off this turn. Bash, though? Probably weapons expert.
The Queen's power is beyond your comprehension.
Sure. I don't mind that at all. Lor'themar. Maybe I just play Olgra here? She does clear the board. Is there any way I can clear the board and somehow have a safer Lor'themar? I don't think so. Alright, there's the casino card. Well, they did get rid of their frozen touch, right? So, I don't know. Maybe I can get away with just playing Lor'themar here.
Maybe for a master tactician. This isn't a hammer type.
I'm overdrawing here, but whatever. Hey, that's a good card. Maybe I can, from the depths, a 0-mana Baran.
My hand is full.
Alright, this should help me stabilize. If I keep my armor, or even just some of my armor, I should be able to last stand for a giant flesh shaper next turn.
Tusks won't stop shattering.
Have Brawl if this is too ridiculous. Oh god, Halla. Hopefully I'm not dead to this fucking card. Looks like I'm not, though. I think I can probably get away with just playing a bunch of stats here. Wait, what do you do? 16 damage. And then I have 10 in play, so the Trench Stalker's not quite lethal. I can use it to kill these dragons. That's probably worth it. I don't want to randomly get... I don't even know what would clear this board, but something scary and silly.
Maybe. No, no.
Alright, next turn I just have Bash plus Outrider's Axe. Or if I somehow don't have lethal, then I can just fall back on the Flesh Shaper. Have the shield block to enable it. Okay, great start to the turn for the opponent. Oh. Well, good effort.